is at the Southern Academy for Performing Arts in San Fernando. That's the junior Soca monarch, the likes of Patrice Roberts, Irfan Alves, Second Star, Ola Tunji, so many. Orlando Octave, yes. Many would have made their way and started their Soca career within that Soca, well, junior Soca monarch scenario. So well done to all the youngsters here in a great place. Well, the Blue Wave Harmony back on the high seas, so that's great news. On this Thursday morning, we know of the concerns and some of the stress. This Blue Wave not being able to operate caused, and obviously the other boats try to pick up the slack, but they can't handle the capacity. And especially when it comes down to construction materials, the sharp sand and the steel and the cement and that kind of heavy lifting, well, the Blue Wave could do it. Tobago, listen, glad you're back, at least in terms of that movement, back on stream. And hopefully there can be some plan going forward where we could have two, right? They say you could only drive one car. Well, I want to say you could only sail one boat at a time, but we still want two. That's what we need. Because if one shut down, what's going to happen? That's why you have a spare. Come on. The reality is, if the Blue Wave is not operational, what's going to happen again? We're going to have the same discussions, and the same people are going to come and say, well, you know what? No supplies. There was a point in time, I'm glad to know that they were able to sort it out. I heard from the man who is treating with the tourism product there, part of the tourism, Tobago tourism, I think it was Sipasad. He was on this week. But last week when Mr. President Williams Curtis from the Tobago Chamber was on, and the man made the revelation that they had no bread on the island. I said, well, what's going on here? So Blue Wave is back, and you can see the difference in size between the Blue Wave and, well, you've seen it. All right, good. Glad it's back. Back page, really, we're still treating with the Carnival. And let's head to that immediately. It's still more festivities, more of the sights and sounds. Well, not so much the sounds, but the sights of the Carnival 2026. Carnival heats up. Some action there from Victoria Square. Looking good, more the traditional aspect of the Carnival. Let's head to the brief on this Thursday morning. And what's the brief saying today? Oh boy, the juniors. Yes, the ministry pumps $100,000 into the school chutney and tassa competitions. So you're seeing everyone there taking part. There's something for everybody inside what's the Carnival experience. And we head to, before the Business Guardian breakdown, our Carnival spotlight. Yes, Soca for life. E-Day, Irfan Alves. Well done, Irfan. Congratulations. A fantastic showcase last Sunday. And he is one of our young stars in the Soca. Irfan, just keep doing what you do, bro. Super talented, really nice guy, truly tremendous. And I'm happy to see his progress in the music. I've known Irfan since he's going to St. George's, you know, interviewing when he was a schoolboy. So from then to now, Irfan, really proud of you, man. Keep it up. Well, up next, our Business Guardian breakdown. Yes, Anthony will join me to discuss what's inside our Business Guardian. Full house, 100% capacity for Carnival weekend. And not only there, the Regency and Hyatt, all over, I would imagine. Oh, the Carnival suite. Business Guardian breakdown next.
We are your one-stop, most convenient, most helpful, most caring community pharmacy. Our pharmaceutical services include dispensing medicines, repeat dispensing, clinical governance. But we also have a fully stocked convenience store featuring our refreshment aisle, grocery lane, personal care products, toys, pet supplies. We are most conveniently located out of the traffic, just 2 minutes off the highway in Heartland Plaza, in Deva Chaguanas. Contact us on 220-8705 or 470-5938 and visit us soon.
Things don't always go as expected. Be ready with Trinry for auto, home, business and group life. Call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Huge insurance premium. Pay your premiums bit by bit with FlexiPay from Trinry. For more manageable auto, home and commercial insurance payments, call us at 800 TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Trinry, premier insurance coverage for less.
Recession have you down? Don't lose hope. Head on down to Tire Clinic for the recession deals. That should big savings with our road hazard warranty on Dunlop, Tomitoma, and Falcon tires. Available at Tire Clinic, Cuba, Chaguanas, and Pleasance Park. Tire Clinic, a tire for every need. Call 636-8973 or 636-2958.
This Friday, Frolic Friday, February 13th, meet us at Fed Yard, Queens Hall, Port of Spain, from 5 p.m. to midnight. Performing live, Voice, Nadia Batson, Mikael Teja, Destro Garcia, Lil Kerry, Ding Dong, Anika Berry, and more. The premium food inclusive Cooler Fed. Tickets are $500. Log on to KenSimmonsTT.com for all the info. Sponsored by Simon's Musical Supplies, Food Hall, RC Mass, Carib, Blue Waters, Stamina Energy, and Campari.
Well, yo, this is your boy Ricky J. You ever late for the fete, so you mash down on the X? Speeding come like normal until you realize how fast things can go wrong. So this carnival, we on a slower scene. Choose to slow down and obey the speed limit. Better choices, safer carnival. I, Ricky J, say so. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. Son, I'm telling you plain. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. I'm telling you again and again. I'm telling you again and again. This carnival, slow down. Don't spoil my name. Son, I'm telling you plain. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name.
Hold on, ride it. I love you what I see in front of me. Slow down.
Anthony Wilson joins me on the Zoom line. We get into our Business Guardian breakdown. And Anthony, I want to say good morning and also happy Carnival. And probably a good thing that, well, you know, we're going to do the breakdown this morning of some of the top stories. And good thing, I guess, you and the team are on top of the ball to bring this information to us, because you know of the rooms being filled and all the hotels being in high demand, especially in the city. I was not aware of the price point. And the price point is very sharp, and people are willing to pay. That, I guess, speaks to the majesty that is Carnival in Trinidad and Tobago, and I guess the spend that people are willing to put out to be part of it. Anthony, good morning.
Morning, Jason. Morning to all of your listeners and viewers. Morning.
So it's a full house, Anthony. There's no room in the inn. Every hotel in the city is gone?
Yeah, well, I think so, yes. Given our reporting today by Andre Perez Sobers, many of the top hotels in Port of Spain seem to be full. And everybody knows that when you have greater demand for something, in this case, hotel rooms in Port of Spain, the price generally goes up. So that is where we are. We have several of the hotels in Port of Spain, Hyatt, Hilton.
Bricks?
Bricks, yes.
What about Cape Park?
So we didn't check Cape Park, but I would imagine that Cape Park is doing well as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Without calling, what's the average rate? I mean, I know obviously every hotel will vary, but let's give me the ceiling price and the floor price. What are we looking at?
The ceiling price, I think, is Hyatt Regency. They are charging, from our reporting, over $600 a night to stay over the Carnival weekend. I think it's even more at the Hilton, and at Bricks it's probably a little less. So there's a range of prices given the desirability and the people's request to stay at particular hotels.
What about the Airbnb spillover? What's happening there?
Yeah, so the reports we got from a representative of the Small Hotels Association is that some of the smaller hotels are not doing as well as some of the larger hotels.
And what's, you think, the factor that's causing
The
this?
explanation for that is that there is a feeling that Airbnb type accommodation is taking away some of the demand for smaller hotels.
Oh, so the Airbnb is taking up the slack where people can't go to the big hotels, they rather go to Airbnb as opposed to. And who we would consider to be a small hotel in the city? Could you pinpoint? I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, that's coming out of our reporting.
Okay, interesting. Well, again, that story, a very interesting one, very timely story. It's on page 5 inside today's Business Guardian. I want to head to your development here, and it's a treat with NGC. And you're asking another provocative question. You seem to ask the questions, Anthony, you're asking here. Is NGC telling TNT the whole truth?
Yeah.
Anthony?
Yeah, so obviously this pertains to NGC demanding from the manufacturing sector in Trinidad and Tobago that they pay 77% more for the natural gas they receive. Or maybe it would be better said between 70 and 80% more for the natural gas they receive. And I ran some numbers based on the statement made by the chairman of NGC, Attorney at Law Gerald Ramdeen, that the natural gas price to manufacturers is highly subsidized. And my conclusion is that
Anthony,
we use an average of natural gas prices based on the sale of natural gas to the petrochemical companies. Mm-hmm. And if that average total sale price is used, then the point that NGC is subsidizing what is called the LICs is bears fruit. It's true.
Yeah.
But if the natural gas price to the LICs, the manufacturers, is used as the basis of the analysis, then there really is no subsidy.
Interesting. Well, Anthony, it's a great read this morning. I'm also looking at the Business Guardian as we wrap things up on page 11. I have to say commendation to Karen Rose, our digipreneur. I'm seeing he's now part of the Business Guardian, and he is treating with how to prepare your business digitally for Carnival Week. So he joins me on a Tuesday, and now we can enjoy Karen Rose and his writing and his thoughts on a Thursday inside the Business Guardian.
That's one of the new additions we've made for 2026.
Yes. Well, Anthony, I could safely say it was a tremendous conversation. You have a time. I don't know if I'll see you on the road. Are you a pan man you're more into the mass, or you just go there and take it in?
I think I'm going to go to the Panorama Finals this weekend. I haven't been in a while, but I think from what I've heard, the standard of panmanship this year is quite high. So I'm going to try to get to that event on Saturday.
Well, Anthony, have a great one. You be safe, and God spare we get a chance to touch base next Thursday.
Thanks, Jason.
You're welcome, Anthony. Anthony Wilson from the Business Guardian desk. We take the pause and we come back. Much more after this.
Step out of my dreams to my real life. Girl, I wanna know you feel like.
There's a hole in the bucket. well, fix it, dear Johnny, just fix it. And while you're doing that, remember the roof is leaking, the house need painting, all those kitchen tiles need changing. So tell me, Johnny, what about the plumbing? The driveway needs paving. Plus, you promised to add a new room to the house. I find it's about time. Johnny, fix it.
There has never been a better time for a TBLA home improvement loan. Call us today at 623-1501 or visit us at tblamortgages.com.
Every day brings moments that matter. A laugh with friends, a walk outdoors, time with the family. With Attens gender-specific underwear, you don't have to wool back. Specifically designed for men and women, Attens provides a comfortable fit, ultimate absorbency you can rely on, and breathable comfort that helps you feel fresh all day. Feel secure, feel confident, feel free to live life your way. Find your freedom with Attens gender-specific underwear.
Mom, Dad, this is Trevor.
Hi. He's no Kieran. Back up.
Swing? That's why he crossed the road.
It was funny when Kieran said it.
Oh, who could that be?
We're like the parents who don't miss your ex.
I can't believe Kieran is in the neighborhood.
CG United. Good like that.
To every force, there's an equal and opposing force. What you put in is what you're going to get out.
Welcome back. Let's remind you ways and means to contact us and to put in the request to join me live on set, or you could meet me on the Zoom line. You know, we utilize the technology and it's a beautiful time. You know, different platforms ready to touch base. You're sending a short and I would say impactful email to tmb@cnc3.co.tt. Let's move across to our social media handles. Instagram, Facebook, and X at CNC3 News, at CNC3 Television, at CNC3 TV, hashtag TMB. Now we also bring lots of valuable news. We vet the stories and we put it out on the mobile app. It's a must-have, your number one source for verified breaking news, your local, regional, and international news. And on the regional front this morning, and you can see via the app and via our Instagram and all over the social media, congratulations to Mia Motley winning a third consecutive elections there in Barbados. Another clean sweep. Mia took all in Wednesday's election, and that development there on our CNC3 social media page. It says another clean sweep for Motley. Mia Motley, she has led her Barbados Labour Party to its third straight victory. Again, all the seats, all 30 seats gone, declared. Mama Mia, she's in charge. Let's head now to the Guardian. That's right. You can visit guardian.co.tt for all your top stories. Good morning to the Guardian team. 108 years, you know. Yes, we've been doing it, so I think we can understand what's happening at this point. Let's move to our food for thought. Music can change the world because it can change people. Again, music can change the world because it can change people. Music, so sweet. As Shadow says, the one who invented music must be terrific. It's really the soundtrack and the driving force behind, well, not only the Carnival, but just life. And no matter your genre, there is that song or that particular musicality, the beat and the rhythm that will drive you and give you that momentum to push and go forward. Life without music would be, I don't even want to imagine. I don't even want to imagine life without music. Yes? So we head to our World Weather Wrap. That's happening right now with John Mark. So John Mark is stepping in, and let me extend a good morning to you, John Mark. John Mark,
good
welcome.
morning. In today's Weather Wrap, we head over to Madagascar, where tropical cyclone Gazani claimed at least 20 lives after making landfall near the port city of Toamasina on Tuesday. Striking with sustained winds reaching 205 kilometers per hour, the storm destroyed homes, collapsed buildings, and severed power across the region. Madagascar president visited the catastrophic landscape to survey the damage, where residents reported widespread ruin and flooded interiors. Gazani hit just 10 days after Cyclone Faitia, compounding the existing humanitarian crisis. Although downgraded to a tropical storm as it moves along the Mozambique Channel, red alerts for flooding remain active. Authorities continue rescue efforts as the island nation faces another arduous recovery from successive extreme weather events. Now, staying in the southern hemisphere, several countries are grappling with a catastrophic ring of fire, as 2026 began with record-breaking heat waves and widespread blazes. In Chile and Argentina, massive wildfires have devastated the Andean foothills and Patagonia, claiming at least 23 lives and destroying over 1,000 homes. A World Weather Attribution study released today confirmed that human-induced climate change made these extreme fire weather conditions 3 times more likely. Beyond South America, intense heat is straining infrastructure in Australia and parts of Africa, marking a volatile start to the year following 3 consecutive record hottest years globally. Scientists warn that these events represent a permanent shift in climate patterns as emergency services struggle to contain infernos fueled by prolonged drought and unprecedented temperatures. Now let's head back home, and where we don't have the magnitude of that heat, but it is quite warm and breezy. After a few early morning showers, we now return to the usual dry and dusty conditions. The Saharan dust is actually expected to increase today, still maintaining that moderate air quality. So please continue to take the appropriate measures if you are sensitive to the air quality changes. That's all for today's Weather Wrap. Back to you.
John Mark, sincere thanks. And when he says mostly sunny and breezy, these days it's really breezy. Yesterday, whoa, that was a piece of breeze yesterday. It was a piece of breezy yesterday evening, a matter of fact. So much so the Moko Jumbies that were in Hyatt Line, Tantan and Saga Boy was struggling. I don't know if you see Tantan and Saga Boy, the breeze was pushing them back. So yes, thanks, John Mark. And what we can safely say is we'll stay on top of all the happenings. So you're in the right place this morning. We take the pause. Johanse joins me next for Mental Health Matters. Another interesting talking point ahead.
This Friday, Frolic Friday, February 13th, meet us at Fedyard Queen's Hall, Port of Spain, from 5 p.m. to midnight. Performing live, Voice, Nadia Batson, Mikael Teja, Destro Garcia, Lil Kerry, Ding Dong, Anika Berry, and more. The premium food-inclusive Cooler Fed. Tickets are $500. Log on to KenSimmonsTT.com for all the info. Sponsored by Simon's Musical Supplies, Food Hall, RC Mass, Carib, Blue Waters, Stamina Energy, and Campari.
Magical Expressions Limited is the largest importer and distributor of fresh cut stems, offering the widest range of beautiful flowers at the most affordable prices. Thank you for celebrating all special moments with us. For exclusive offers, call us at 701-6488, 701-6680, or 775-9191, or visit our website to order.
The road starts early. You can't wait for nobody. Long road ahead, but you're ready for it. Pick up your Astamin. Energy to move. Juve is not play. Once you start, you can't stop. Road ready, body liming, spirit high. Astamin helps support your energy when you're on the road from early. Jump up, stay up. This Carnival with Astamin. Available at pharmacies nationwide.
Stomach discomfort again? Bloating, cramps, irregular bathroom habits? Meet Vivera, your daily support for a balanced gut. Vivera works fast to help reduce the abdominal pain, ease bloating, and support healthy digestion. It helps restore balance to your gut so you can get back to feeling light, comfortable, and in control. Choose for real digestive relief, safe, effective, and trusted for both children and adults. Now available at pharmacies nationwide. Vivera, feel the difference.
We know what our job entails. It's not only to inform you as an electorate or seek justice and truth from decision makers and those in positions of power, but it is to tell your stories as well, your struggles, your successes, to help and to inspire. You see, for us to be your guardians of democracy, we have to put you and your experiences at the center of everything we do. So we know exactly what our job is, and it's time to get to work.
Yeah, we going right down till the carnival done. Walk it up for me, rock it right down.
Johanse joins me not in studio, but on the Zoom line, safely parked. You know, Johanse will sometimes pull aside. I can safely tell you that's his style, and we get into our deep analysis and great discussions. Johanse, good morning to you. Happy Carnival.
Morning, Jason. Happy Carnival to you and everybody viewing.
Well, I'm watching today's topic. You're asking, what costume are you wearing for Carnival? Yeah, I guess the question is what costume? Because there are a couple options. You could play traditional. You could do the sexy mask. You could do front line, back line. There are multiple limbs of consideration. Where are we going with this morning, Johanse?
All right. Well, many people, you might put on a costume to transform yourself into something new. You might put a costume to enhance who you really are, what you really represent. Sometimes you put on a costume to hide parts of yourself, but either way is to be certain what it is, and it really aligns with what you want. Now, it's not only the costume of a physical costume during the carnival period, but sometimes even what you decide to do for the season or the weekend. Because I was asking some people, well, what do you plan to do? And some people told me what they wanted to do versus what they plan to do. So it's like some people say, I really want to rest, but so have plans for me, or my family have plans for me, or my friends here from away. So they're not really getting to do what they want to do. So what they end up doing is putting on, even from a psychological point of view, putting on a costume and becoming something that they don't even want to be.
I guess it goes back to the usual question of, is Carnival really the putting on of a mask, or the revealing, the taking off and showing like this is, because people do transform, you and say that's the reality. There is a transformation, and I guess the festival accommodates that kind of transformation, right?
Mm-hmm. And I'm okay with the transformation. Transformation is good, but what I'm employing is to ensure the transformation is on your terms, so that this is something that you want. So when you're experiencing the weekend and the period, that is something aligned with you, that is something that wouldn't bring you to a place of misalignment with self versus I just doing it because or this one, or if I don't do it, this one might feel bad or it might look bad, etc.
So Carnival being the ultimate escape, you're suggesting that even within the escape, still be true to self, because I know most people try to abandon self and really for that, even if it's Juve morning on the road, they free up. And I guess there are elements that get people there too, the drinking and the music and the driving force, that energy and that rhythm you feel on the road. But you're still saying that in the midst of all of that, still stay true to self and stay aligned.
Yeah, let it be your choice now. Enjoy the season the way you want to. So if you want to be out all, you're going to everything, right? And you want to enjoy and the festivities, everything, that's fine. If you, as you were saying, you want to abandon yourself, you want to just let loose, that's fine. But let it be on your terms. If you want to sleep the entire weekend and don't do anything, and you want to be away from all the festivities, but let it be on your terms, because sometimes we look forward to this period for various reasons, and then you don't do whatever you want, and it's almost like if a piece of your life gone. So when you look back at Carnival now, you can't even look back at it with joy, because you didn't even do what you really wanted to do.
Interesting. You think people, because you're asking a specific question as it pertains to a specific time and festival for the year, which is Carnival, you think people kind of put on this costume or live in this perpetual, you know, asking yourself, what am I doing? What am I wearing for Carnival? And let me even say beyond.
Well, the irony is that sometimes people wear costumes for the entire year, right? And everybody have a different costume, and none of the costumes really align with themselves. And I'm putting it this way because as we're talking about mental health, being aligned with yourself is the best way to ensure your mental health. Again, no matter what, whether you like the festivities, and I'm using Carnival here because of the season, whether you like the festivities, you don't. The point is to make sure it aligned with you. Some people say people spend all that money for a costume or whatever, but spending quote unquote all that money aligns with them. And some people say, you know what, I don't want to be any part of that. That is what aligns with them. But make sure that the costume you're wearing, it more enhances who you are than you're trying to be something that you're not, or it's not aligning with exactly your truth.
Interesting. Now, to those who, again, during the Carnival, as we say in local terms, jump out themselves, we see them acting in a way that is not aligned with how they present themselves at work or at home. I think there is no judgment. I think that's what the Carnival experience is about. And I wonder if some people go the extra mile and go beyond the boundary because they know that ultimately it's done under the umbrella of Carnival. So, you know, I free up myself a little bit. No judgment. You think there's judgment still if somebody goes far from their natural alignment?
Well, you see, that do judgment, I do agree with that. You can't tell somebody not to judge. Everybody's judge everybody. That's just part of life. Now, it's you now to know that you are okay with who you are. So if it is, quote unquote, you're jumping out to yourself, you're going to behave in ways that you wouldn't behave during the year, then do that. But you can't ask people not to judge you. That is just part of life. But if it really is aligned with you, it would be easier to be okay with who you are because you're actually doing what you want. This is me. During the year, I, quote unquote, like you say, I'm quiet. And at this period, I'm jumping out myself. This is me. And you could be okay with it.
Well, the reason I say that, and there's no judgment, you know, you see sometimes the straight heterosexual man playing juvenile IT, they will come out in a dress, wig, posy, you know, pampers. People, especially Juve, when you play our old mass, you want to say, I think it's one of the most beautiful moments where there is literally, I mean, you said people will judge, but I think people generally kind of bypass and allow it because it's happening in the context of the Carnival, especially Juve morning for the traditional mass.
And we can use this period of, let's say we broaden the parameters of how people could behave, right? You know, we loosen some of the boundaries. You could also use this period to get more in touch with yourself, you know, because sometimes you might be afraid or you're suppressed during the year, and this time you're quote unquote to be judged less. You could say, you know what, let me try to do something new. And again, this is not even within the context of the festivities. It could be within the festivities, yes, but you know what, I never go in nature before. If somebody who not part of Carnival, you know what, I really need to spend some more time with my family or my wife or my husband. Or you know what, I never do Juve before. Let me see what this thing like and spread my wings. But again, it's to ensure that it's in alignment with what you want. So when you look back, it's not what, well, I only do that because XYZ, or I didn't really want to do this, but I do this. It is, I wanted to do this, so I enjoyed my Carnival.
You think ultimately a costume tends to change as you grow in age and as you mature, because how you conduct yourself within the kiddies Carnival experience will be different to when you're back full of steam and you're young in your 20s and 30s, as opposed to where I think is ultimately where most of us, if we live long enough, we end up a sailor mass, tripping behind a nice pant side with we sailor costume with we powder and we little flask, and you see lots of seniors, that's the costume they wear when they get to that nice ripe age going up the road. You think where you are in life determines the costume, age-wise?
And it should, because as human beings, we are dynamic creatures. So we change all the time. Nothing should stay the same. So therefore, as you change, your costume changes. And of course, we're talking literally costume in terms of the carnival, and even metaphorically costume in terms of the role you play in life. It will change and it should change, and it's okay if it changes also. And sometimes we don't like the change, sometimes we force ourselves to stay the same, which sometimes could degrade our mental health, or we have people around us who don't want us to change. We want to change, we want to do something different. But every year we just play in this band, but they say they want to try something new, but everybody telling you, nah. So you know what? You stay in the same band, and that's not what you really want to do. Or, and if we go in metaphorically, I want to do something different. I want to go on next country this year for Carnival, but no, we just normally play mass. You have to listen to yourself, because when you do something that is misaligned, it could cause some mental distress.
Well, as we wrap things up, Yohanse, what costume are you wearing for Carnival 2026?
This year, I think I taken a little rest, right? A little rest. And actually, I wouldn't even say that. I am deciding to do what I want to do in the moment. And I think people should do that too. Also, this season needs some planning, right? But you should really just do what you want to do. And that's what the Carnival is about. Be yourself, express yourself, do what you really want to do, and not what you think you need to do before you're judged.
You want to say any closing words?
Nation, it's Carnival. Enjoy yourself in the way you want to. Don't make life complicated, because even though life is not easy, it's really not that hard. Thank you for this step.
All the best, you want to say. Have a great one. Happy Carnival, and God spare we get a chance to touch base next week, Thursday. That's right. You want to take it easy. Taking it easy. Well, we come back much more ahead in terms of conversations. We get you ready for a tremendous event that's happening today. All right, so that's happening after 7. But we come back with the Children's Authority and a Carnival child safety discussion ahead. See you soon.
Walk a mile and a half, can you manage it?
What, boy? The game showing clean, dog.
Hey, it's fast internet and best entertainment I paying for, you know.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, my good, eh?
Hey, the call not sticking. So why are you taking so long to reply to your messages?
Hey, I get Wi-Fi quite out here. Yeah, boy, that's Amplia. But what are you doing outside? Come inside and lime now.
I'll come in there.
Wi-Fi so fast, you'll be saying,
hey, it's Amplia.
Okay, let me see you, Cherry Hill. Yeah, now take it back. Let me see you rock off, shake off. Let me see you rock off. Let me see you kick right. Now step forward, now step back.
Lucozade, bring the energy. Unbeatable taste, new look.
Shake off. Let me see you rock off.
At Cruise In Hotel and Yachting Center, we're all about time. In fact, once you check in, there's no time to lose. Reconnect with a little family time. Make a splash with some pool time. Spend some treasured quality time. Or just immerse yourself in some quiet time. Indulge your senses at dinner time. We even have the perfect venue when it's your celebration time. So it's high time you visit Cruise In. Choose our day pass or call 607-4000 to make your dinner or hotel reservations, or to find out more about our event spaces. Take a time out at Cruise In Hotel and Yachting Center.
Are you an entrepreneur? Make some money this carnival. Just arrived at Tate's. Red crates, cotton candy machines, snow cone machines, popcorn machines, Tabro cab carts, and Atlanta meat saw blades with various lengths. 9296 Abercrombie Street, Port of Spain. Tate's, make some money this carnival.
I want to welcome this morning Ahelia Ramdas, team lead from the assessment unit under the umbrella of the Children's Authority. We are treating with child safety for this carnival, and I would say beyond. It's not just a carnival discussion, it's a very important discussion across the board. Ahelia, thanks for the time and good morning to you.
Good morning, and thank you so much for having us on the program once more.
Indeed, always a pleasure. I want to start with the lost child too many times. I'm a host for many of these events, and it baffles me that children are always lost for Carnival. I remember when my son was extremely young, I used to my eyes on him like a hawk. I cannot even fathom or consider losing my child, but it happens. What's the protocol in that regard?
So, when you say what's the protocol, what should parents do to guard against?
Yes, against that, and what kind of conversation? Yes. Because many times a child will come now, they come to me, and after the child is in a shambles, in tears, they could barely even say the name, they don't even know where they live. It's a lot that happens in that moment. It's a very emotional moment, I would imagine, for child and parent. And then when the parent now find the child, the parents are to beat the child. When the parents, to me, should be the ones getting some licks, because you lose the. Well, let me try and be slippery, but it's all kind of bacchanal takes place with that lost child scenario. What's your advice?
Well, you said something very important. You said when you're out with your child, your eyes on your child like a hawk, and that's one of the key things. So before we get to the event, it's important that parents speak to their children, prepare them for what to expect. So we're going into a large crowd, we're going into this particular event, this is what it's going to be like, this is what I need you to do for me. And you clearly explain to the child what to expect. If it's an event they've been to before, you remind them how it was last year or the year before and what you expect this time around. You go through safety protocols with them. So you explain to them, if you get lost, this is what I need you to do. And you tell them where they should go, who they should try to go to. So you clearly teach younger children, even older children, how to identify police uniforms, how to identify anyone from the defense forces who may be present at an event, so that they know, go to this person if you get lost. It's very important. You said another important thing. They don't know their name, they don't know where they live, and sometimes the fear of the moment can confuse a child, can render a child speechless. But it's still important as parents to teach your children their proper names, your proper names, because sometimes when you ask them, they just say mommy or daddy, or they use a name that is used at home, which is not your formal name. So it's important to teach them your proper name and where they live as much as possible. For very younger children, you can always put a tag inside of their clothing with that information, just in the event that they get lost. And they really, at 3, 4, 5, they may not be able to really bring those thoughts to words, right? But it's really important that you teach them beforehand. You practice with them. This is something that we don't think is very important, but you role play with them just a little bit, so that they know how to go through the emotions if put in the position. Now, it's still very possible that the fear, the trauma, the noise, the heat, all of these things can confuse a child. But the more you prepare a child, the likelihood is that they're going to latch on to something, remember some little detail that you've taught them, and bring it through to the event. It's also important to teach children what a muster point looks like, what a muster point is, in the event that there is an emergency at the event and you get separated. That does not displace the responsibility of the parents to have their eyes on their children at all times. If you're going to an event with multiple children, it's advisable that you take along another adult, so that it's not 5 children to the 1 adult or 6 children to the 1 adult. Even your teenagers, it's important you take them to an event. It's important to have your eyes on them. So you may not be standing right next to them, you may not be holding your teenager's hand, but it's still important to have sight of them, know the individuals that they're with, ensure that they all have a bit of a briefing before they go into the space.
So let me advance the conversation to the events where you cannot take a child and you have to drop them off by family or a trusted friend. What are some of the what you're looking for? What are some of the boxes that must be ticked when you drop your child off by either family or trusted friend?
So we are not looking for anybody who's just available, right? So in the desperation to find supervision for a child so we can make the event, we're not just looking for somebody who they say they're going to be home, so we send in the children there. You must, like you said, it must be a trusted adult. Whether it's family or friend, they must be trusted. You must know what their track record with children are, what their beliefs and values and attitudes towards children are, to know, okay, how are they going to treat with my child in the hours that I am absent? If my child should do something that is inappropriate or unacceptable, how are they going to treat with my child? If my child is fearful, hungry, any of these instances, how do they approach situations like that? We want to know what their records are with children. You know, have they had children in their care before, and if not, you know, they've been neglectful or these things. We want to avoid situations like that. So trusted adult, know their track record. Very important also is to understand and appreciate how your child feels being in that space. Oftentimes we ignore that. We tell the child they need to behave, they need to man up, they need to just bear it for a little bit. It's just a few hours. But when children are uncomfortable in spaces, they tell you. And they tell you, if they can't use their words to say, I don't like going by auntie so-and-so, I don't like going by this one, you will see it in their behaviors. They will get cranky, irritable, they will cry, they will fuss, they will become fearful, they will become clingy towards you because they just simply don't want to go into that space. And it's telling you something. Their behavior is communicating something to you. So you want to also be mindful, is the space safe? Is the adult trusted? Also, is my child comfortable here? Because I'm about to leave them overnight or I'm about to leave them for the entire day. Are they comfortable? I do not want to make my child unduly comfortable for that length of time while I'm out and about.
Yeah, that's important. Listening to your child and really seeing in real time how they react if they go into a particular place. If they don't like the place, you will see. It's true. That's so spot on. What about online use? Does it ramp up during Carnival? What's the empirical showing?
Yes, children are at home during the Carnival long weekend. They will be at home, which means there is increased screen time because we're out and about at events. We may not, and we're dropping them off at, you know, friends and family's home. We're not there to directly supervise the amount of time they spend on devices or what they might be doing on this. So it's very important, again, that we teach children very explicitly about safety online, about predators online, about the types of activities that they should avoid, the types of messages or prompts they should avoid. And again, being mindful, if you're dropping them off, what is the track record of the person you're leaving them with? Are they mindful to pay attention to the screen time? Because you don't want to drop them off at someone's home who's just going to say, well, that's not my child. If they want to be on their phone for 5 hours talking to whomever, that's not my business or my concern. It is your business and your concern because you are now the adult that is responsible for this child, and it is still your responsibility to ensure that they are being kept safe. So explicitly teach your children about the dangers, apply limits. If you have to, there are many parental controls on our devices. So I encourage parents to learn what these are, parents and caregivers, to learn what these are and to implement accordingly to the age of your child. Of course, we know that there are some social media platforms, some gaming platforms that are simply not appropriate for younger children. And I want to encourage parents, caregivers, to be mindful of the age that is required for certain types of activities online, and not just given because you think it's the in thing or because your child has come home pestering you or begging you to be on this platform or to be involved in this game. Be mindful of the age limits because that's there for a reason. And even if your child is above the age limit, be appreciative of the fact that many of these platforms, there are predators, and this has grown exponentially over the past few years, where predators are now moving more and more into the online spaces to begin grooming children, to begin, corrupting our children in various ways. We want to be mindful of the things that we post about our children, of course, and teach our children to be mindful of what they post with regards to their location and all of these things, because, again, that is very dangerous in the society, in the times that we're living in. So we want to explicitly teach our children. If you as a parent caregiver are unsure of some of the dangers of online, of being online, of some of these gaming platforms, it's advisable that you make yourself available to learn more about it. In the minute that remains, very limited time this morning, if you could tell me really fast, for parents who throw up their hands and just abandon the whole scene and leave the children to fend for themselves, is there a law against neglect? The ones who just go play a mass, have a time, and leave the children at home with no one? Yes. So, of course, we want to advise that you never leave children at home alone. That is, of course, against the law. I want to encourage parents and caregivers not to leave younger children in the care of older children thinking that they are able to care for them. That is not advisable. And I want to remind parents that under the laws of Trinidad and Tobago, any child under the age of 18 is, in fact, a child, right? So it applies to them. You will find neglect in the Children's Act under Section 4 as cruelty to children. So it's not going to say neglect, it's going to say cruelty to children, which includes willfully ill-treating a child or willfully assaulting a child, neglecting a child, causing a child to suffer injury to their physical, mental, emotional well-being, right? So the Children's Act Section 4 speaks very clearly to cruelty to children, which includes neglect. And of course, there are serious fines and jail time attached to breaking this particular law. So again, I want to advise all those, and this is any person with the responsibility of a child. So even if a parent or caregiver leaves a child in your care and you then leave the child unattended at home, then you are in the hot seat, so to speak, as well. So any individual with the care of a child or the responsibility of a child will be in that position as it relates to cruelty to children, which includes, of course, any form of child maltreatment and neglect.
Haley, I want to thank you so much, and let's keep the conversation going even after Carnival. You'll always have a safe space and always have a room here for us to advance this conversation. All the best to you.
So, thank you so much, and we want to thank you guys for always making the time for the public to hear this very important information.
You're most welcome. Ahelia there from the Children's Authority. She's the team lead assessment unit. And again, we treat with that very important discussion of safety with our children. 7 a.m. news update next, and we come back and get you ready for Embrace, and later on, Super Jigger TC, and then giveaways. Not one, but giveaways for the March Gras on Sunday. See you soon.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Jesse Ramday with headline news here on CNC3 and the TBC Radio Network. With days to go before masqueraders flood the streets for Carnival 2026, Deputy Chairman of the National Carnival Commission, Kevin Gibbs, says all signs are pointing to a bumper season. Speaking with CNC3 News on Wednesday at Flava Village at the Queen's Park, Savannah, Gibbs described an atmosphere of renewed energy and record-breaking participation. According to him, data so far suggests that attendance at NCC events has already surpassed last year's figures by a wide margin.
I had a conversation with a senior member of the NCC management that told me in 2025 a total of 76,000 people attended NCC events. So to answer the question, I heard maybe about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, we had already crossed 300,000 people that have participated in the NCC events.
The Trinidad and Tobago Promoters Association is throwing its full support behind Flava Village, dismissing claims that the initiative has disrupted Carnival events and instead hailing it as a powerful boost to the entertainment ecosystem. The association's advocate, Paige De Leon, described the Savannah-based experience as an intervention that strengthens opportunities for entertainers while expanding access for patrons across the board.
What we've had is concerns about there not being enough offerings for everyone, and this has spread things, and we're very, very happy about that because it means more culture, more love, more vibrations, more energy, and that is to everyone's benefit. So we're very, very happy it hasn't disrupted it negatively at all.
And despite the state of emergency ending during the Carnival season and the failure of the Zoso bill in Parliament, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar says she expects a fairly safe Carnival 2026. She was speaking to journalists at the Siparia Women's Association's 28th annual Kiddies Carnival celebration in Penal yesterday. The Prime Minister said protective services under the Ministries of Homeland Security and Defence are fully mobilized with all reserves called out and ready to be deployed. She added that a National Security Council meeting will be held to further assess crime and security arrangements. Persad-Bissessar said she had predicted a bumper season from the start despite early skepticism. Well, those were 7 a.m. news headlines. We'll have another news update at 8 a.m. on the TBC Radio Network.
Struggling with blood sugar swings, high blood pressure, or stiff joints? Take control with Aja Nutrition's powerful wellness trio. Berberine Plus supports healthy blood sugar. Blood pressure support helps keep your pressure in check. And Joint Aid keeps your joints moving so you can stay active every day. Don't wait. Choose Aja Nutrition for trusted, effective solutions. Available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Feel better, move better, live better with Aja Nutrition.
Step into ABC Doors and Windows, where quality meets variety. Discover premium wooden, steel panel, fiberglass, and steel security doors alongside aluminum, UPVC, and steel windows designed for strength and durability. At ABC, we're always a better choice, delivering products built to last and service you can rely on. Visit our showroom at 1 Chanka Trace, El Socorro South, or call 638-7184 to make your dream home a reality.
What, boy? The game showing clean, dog.
Hey, it's fast internet and best entertainment I paying for, you know.
Yeah, girl. You heard my good, eh? Hey, the call not sticking. So why are you taking so long to reply to your messages?
Hey, I get Wi-Fi quite out here. Yeah, boy, that's ampler. But what are you doing outside? Come inside and lime now.
I come in there.
Wi-Fi so fast, you'll be saying,
hey, it's ampler.
Some of us like to test limits, but there won't always be second chances. Obey the speed limits. Maybe you don't value your life, but others value theirs. A message from the TTPS.
you ever take a drink from somebody you already don't know? Well, some free drinks could come with a very heavy price. And this year, we're not thirsty for trouble. So choose to keep an eye on your drink. And if you didn't pour it, don't drink it. Don't drink from nobody, baby. Cause this year we're making better choices. Oh, Lord, for a safer carnival.
Greetings in the powerful and precious name of Jesus Christ our Lord. This is Apostle Judy Karim of the Greater Love Christian Center, bringing love and greetings from our ministry and inviting you to join us every Friday morning on CNC3 at 5 a.m. to receive a word from God on our program, It is Glorious. God loves you. We look forward to being a part of your life and bringing God's word for your situation. Love you.
The Israelite Church of God in Jesus Christ, teaching the truth about God's people, God's plans, and the secrets of God, all written within the pages of the Holy Bible, which is the Word of God. Watch The Hidden Truth every Thursday at 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. on CNC3.
We know what our job entails. It's not only to inform you as an electorate or seek justice and truth from decision makers and those in positions of power, but it is to tell your stories as well, your struggles, your successes, to help and to inspire. You see, for us to be your guardians of democracy, we have to put you and your experiences at the center of everything we do. So we know exactly what our job is, and it's time to get to work.
When there's a high tide, it sweeps everything along with it.
Your brother is a good man, son. Give him a chance.
I'm going to kill him.
He'll come back to me. I'm sure of it.
Uh-huh. Meanwhile, my marriage is failing.
The only thing you've done in your life was to choose her.
I pronounce you legally married husband and wife.
Don't miss the gripping drama Cabo. Sundays at 8 p.m. only on CNC3.
I love to see you walk by. Yeah. Excuse me, baby. I
Andre Seeley, the founder of the Make It Happen movement, and it's all about embrace. Andre, happy Carnival, brother.
Hey, what's up, man?
Let's sit down and have a little discussion.
Of course.
It's the host. Embrace, and you are the founder of the Make It Happen network.
Yes.
Embrace, I recognize it's a coming together of I guess the world. Inside the Carnival experience later on today
At 6 p.m. at a Razi restaurant. Yes, so Embrace, the concept is it's a multicultural carnival exchange experience. That's a lot of words, but it's really a fed, but we want to showcase the influence of soca and carnival throughout the world, innovatively through music, art, and cuisine. So essentially what we're doing, Jason, is that we're saying, hey, all the countries where carnival had its greatest penetration and influence, we now return to the Mecca to perform alongside our indigenous talents, their inspired version of our carnival through music, art, and cuisine.
Fantastic. Who's on the bill later on? Who could we see on stage and get a chance to interact with?
Well, you could see some of our indigenous talents. A young brother, Brave Boy is going to be there as well. Mela Karibe and ZB, the Lost in Tobago, the big hit, that as well. And then to show that international aspect, that influence, Angie from Japan is performing with her crew, with some dancers, and so we bridging the gap. We wish we had Vaughn, but you couldn't come. But so to show regional, local, and international influence through the music, but then through the cuisine. So they have a global menu from signature dishes from certain countries where they have a carnival present. Some of the artistry. So, for example, a good friend of mine, Jessica, she's a Venezuelan, but she designs costumes. So that means that our culture influences her. So this is why it's this cross-cultural exchange, and it's a very interesting depiction of the reach of Carnival.
And it's from, I recognize, 6 p.m. What time are you going until later at Razi?
6 to 12 a.m. Well, the details are 6 to 12 a.m. It's a luxury all-inclusive because Razi is amazing, amazing restaurant. And you're going to be there, I believe?
Yes. I'll be there alongside Ari, and I'm seeing Vibe.
Yes. We're looking forward to that.
I'm always one, I'm a global traveler, and I love the fact that every carnival you meet people from different parts of the world. I met somebody yesterday from South Korea for the first time. They're here for the carnival, and I would imagine this will be a real melting pot for all the foreign contingent.
Yeah, but that's the idea, because some of the people that we have invited, so the whole idea behind Embrace, we were saying that those countries where Carnival has its influence have representation here in Trinidad through the embassies. That's how we came up with the name, Jason. So he said they have all these different embassies with all the different races, but if you combine the word embassy and the word race, take some letters off of and you get Embrace. So it makes sense. So we wanted to design an experience and a connection for that diplomatic community, for an event that they could connect with, because they have a lot of them have influenced our culture and we have influenced theirs. So some of these specially invited guests for tonight, the ambassador to the European Union, the ambassador to the Association of Caribbean States, Panama, Japan, Korea as well, High Commissioner Canada, they all are going to be in attendance for this landmark event.
Tell me something about the Make It Happen network, Andre, and some of the work you would have done over the last couple of years.
Well, in a nutshell, Make It Happen network is, I would say, is about 2.5 years old. And essentially, we are a social enterprise that's dedicated to uniting communities through 3 things: new media, boutique events, and community engagement. So this event essentially is a boutique event. We have our flagship event called Becoming, the big all-white event that I do in October, where we give out the Make It Happen award. And last year, the young brother received the award, but the first award was given to Kwesi Hopkinson, and this year people are going to be very surprised at who's going to get the award this year. That's because that's to help push the orange economy.
Very important, and we've had that kind of discussion for a long time, and I think people like yourself, entrepreneurs, visionaries, you understand the potential that is within the orange economy and what the entertainment and cuisine and that particular space can bring. I mean, look at what this week means for Trinidad and Tobago. Not a room in the city is available. Every hotel is gone. People are coming from far and wide, and every year we're getting massive numbers, and they come for the Mecca. Well, to the Mecca for the festivities.
For the festivities, yeah.
Embrace, huh? So later on, what's your dress code? How are we dressing up for this?
Something similar to what you wear in festive, elegant, very colorful fest for the ladies. It's Carnival, glam, elegantly festive. I come up with my own dress code names, okay? Yeah. And as I said, it's $750, luxury all-inclusive. It's the most intimate Carnival event experience for the season, I would say, because there's only 250 people, and we kept it that way to take a measured entry in the place. Because remember, this is the Make It Happen Expo's debut Carnival event for the first time entering the space. So when they look at some of the factors and the variables that's happening right now, shortest season, over 50 fests getting cancelled, big events too. Increase in alcohol prices, geopolitics, and now you're saying you want to come out with a new event on such a day as this. It's a bold move, but it's because the vision behind it, I know is a great market fit, place fit. So that's why we take the measured approach by using a restaurant, a Razzie restaurant that already has the infrastructure, and partnering with them in that regard, and then 250 people. This is what you call a loss leader, Jason. We're not making any money from this event, because the idea is a proof of concept. With people who come, they don't know what to expect, but we know what we're going to give them.
It's going to be tremendous. I'm going to be there. Have a great one. Happy Carnival.
Same to you, man.
We will embrace the embrace at a Razzie later on from 6 p.m. It's going to be tremendous. The world gathers later on, not only for the Carnival, but for the embrace. We take the pause. See you soon. We have some giveaways too, The March Gras. Get ready to call and win. See you in a few.
Yeah. Excuse me, baby. I seen your own tongue. I don't know what your name is and I don't know where you come from. You're so royal, lady.
This Friday, Frolic Friday, February 13th, meet us at Fed Yard, Queen's Hall, Port of Spain, from 5 p.m. to midnight. Performing live, Voice, Nadia Batson, Mikael Teja, Destro Garcia, Lil Kerry, Ding Dong, Anika Berry, and more. The premium food inclusive Cooler Fed. Tickets are $500. Log on to KenSimmonsTT.com for all the info. Sponsored by Simon's Musical Supplies, Food Hall, RC Mass, Carib, Blue Waters, Stamina Energy, and Campari.
Low energy? Heart concerns? Migraines slowing you down? It's time to take control of your health. Join Wellness Unlocked, the series that brings expert advice and real solutions for a healthier you. In our latest episode, learn how Jameson CoQ10 can help support heart health, boost energy, and even reduce migraines. Get the science, the stories, and the steps to power up your health with CoQ10. Don't miss Wellness Unlocked. Watch now on CNC3 and start your wellness journey today.
Magical Expressions Limited is the largest importer and distributor of fresh cut stems, offering the widest range of beautiful flowers at the most affordable prices. Thank you for celebrating all special moments with us. For exclusive offers, call us at 701-6488, 701-6680, or 775-9191, or visit our website to order. Gaming Express Limited is a premium importer and retailer of the highest quality brand name electronics. We stock the widest range of PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Samsung, and Apple devices and accessories. Visit us at Shop 52, Level 2, Gulf City Mall in San Fernando, or contact us by phone or WhatsApp message at 687-7480, or 301-9797, or 798-1280. Like our Facebook and Instagram pages for updates on products and services.
When there's a high tide, it sweeps everything along with it.
Your brother is a good man, son. Give him a chance.
I'm going to kill him.
He'll come back to me. I'm sure of it.
Uh-huh. Meanwhile, my marriage is failing.
The only thing you've done in your life was to choose her.
I pronounce you legally married husband and wife.
Don't miss the gripping drama Cabo. Sundays at 8 p.m. only on CNC3.
Well, yo, this is your boy Ricky J. You ever late for the fete so you mash down on the X? Speeding come like normal until you realize how fast things can go wrong. So this Carnival, we on a slower scene. Choose to slow down and obey the speed limit. Better choices, safer Carnival. I, Ricky Jai, say so. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. Son, I'm telling you plain. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. I'm telling you again and again. I'm telling you again and again. This Carnival, slow down.
Don't spoil my name. Son, I'm telling you plain. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. Yeah, I'm addicted to bad girl. I'm addicted to bad girl. I'm addicted to bad girl.
Welcome back. With me, a great friend from Rock of Ages, the man who coined the phrase, great is the art form. Jaiga is in the building. Jaiga TC, safely to say, you know, I mean, from the work you've been doing, not only on a personal level, but for obviously creating that space with the Next 10 and your advocacy for the culture, bro, it's second to none. You know, you defend it, and you have been defending it, and you continue to defend it, my brother. Happy Carnival.
Same to you, man. And all the viewers, we say much love, good morning. As we say, we in the thick of it right now. This is it here. Yeah. But it's done. For want of a better word, it's finished. If you come in to try and call somebody today to say you have a tune,
like 27.
You have a tune.
Oh, that's probably for St. Vincent or something up the road, you know.
Maybe we're Carriacou going on now, so was getting ready for that into Grenada, but it's definitely not for here.
Yeah, it's a done deal. How is this Next 10? Because I know you always talk about, you know, 10 songs and then you want to discover 10 more and 10 more. And it's really, I guess, it's a journey of discovery, this Next 10 project.
Yeah, well, the story goes, it's really stemmed off of a conversation with me and my girlfriend. She showed me a young man in his room. You know, everybody have things now playing, and his statement was, I have the top 10 songs for Trinidad and Tobago Carnival. And this was on the 7th of November. So I was like, it's kind of early to call. And me still having all my things, I went downstairs. I said, are you sure I could find the Next 10 songs, man? That was just the mindset. Went, and obviously there are plenty other songs, and when I did that, I always do reference. Chromatics was the person who called me as soon as it was posted. About 15 minutes later, he messaged. He said, bro, that's the right bad way you're doing, but I'm challenging you to find 10 unknowns. Like find 10 songs, the people who know nothing, and quality songs, which I did. I say, I sure I could find a Next 10 songs. That's how the name was coined. And it so happened how the universe works. Started putting up like 10 songs per week leading into Carnival. But it was heavier in the earlies. I was doing like 10 twice a week. I was doing 20 songs a week. At the end of it, I ended up with 110 songs. And when I got 110 songs, I was kind of watching the climate of the place and seeing some of the songs starting to get mainstream because I really wasn't taking on the numbers. It's only when somebody said a check. Before I posted the first episode on the 8th of November, my analytics was low. I know big social media person. I was doing about 35,000 views a week. On the 6th, we hit like 275,000.
Okay.
Right? So that's where the stop and come to Jesus moment happened. Like, okay, you need to really look at it because like you're onto something. And that's what happened. And I invested in saying, listen, let me try shooting a showcase. So I took 15 of the songs because the 110 songs are placed on, I have an open iTunes. So it was an opportunity for people to come and hear the songs in its entirety. Because I'm only playing on the songs for like about 35 seconds, 40 seconds. But you get a link to go and hear the song in its entirety. So I decided to take 15 of the songs and shoot a showcase to see how about if I platform it in a different look. And I did like a broiler room settings, rented a spot, shot it really nice, high quality for your handset. And those videos, when I did that, was noticed by Stag, and I approached them and we did the partnership, and that's how the partnership started for the showcase. And that is where the whole thing got super, super interested. And as of Tuesday gone, could probably say the 15 artists that we chose hit the 2 million mark.
Amazing.
Yeah, so from the 5th of January, we posted the first reel, because we did it in reels. So it was 15 reels. So collectively, all 15 of them together hit 2 million views on Tuesday.
And the reality is, you know, we know the space, and hundreds of tunes come into the Carnival experience every single year. And there are many that never really get the lighter day, they never get a hearing. And I've always said music doesn't expire, but we need to find a way to get some of these songs to the people.
Yeah, and that was the mindset behind it while it was going. So it was something happening in real time. So in the short space of time, we will be successful. And on Tuesday gone, we had the Well, so my slogan is from studio to stage. So on Tuesday, I featured all 15 of the artists at the Village. And it was in a partnership with Stag, because I also do Stag Stage, which is happening today, ironically, is the final of Stag Stage.
Where's it going to happen?
That is at Roxy Roundabout.
Yeah, same spot.
Yeah, the same spot. So the Roxy Roundabout is the final night.
What time?
Tonight, gates open at 6 o'clock. Tonight, we have an amazing cast, so we always do. We offer the public one of some of the best entertainment for free tonight. I do an icon night on the finals all the time. Tonight, we're featuring Destra Garcia, full band. We have the likes of Lady Lava, Ding Dong, Pretty, Blackadan, Talpri, Full Blown, Michael Teja, and the list goes on. We have a beautiful cast tonight, and of course, some of the next artists I will sprinkle in there as well, and we have some people that we're featuring. We have some new artists, people like Shutter Links. Also, Bass is going to be there, Afro Hummer. I have a nice mix of people that's going to be inside of the thing. But here today, we're talking about the next and I'm so proud and happy to say that come March 4th, the first episode of Next Time Grenada kicks off.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so we hit straight up the islands immediately. Well, Grenada is the first place that we've signed on. Hopefully in the coming years we can do more, but for now you can look out for Next Time Grenada, the same format where we're going to be featuring songs every week. You can look on to see. So I consider it is the home of regional regional talent where soca is concerned. So it's the home where you could find if you're looking to see what's next. So the next could be anything. Who's next? The next 10, the next, but it's basically the place you can come to find out who is happening in soca.
And as you say, great is the art form.
For sure.
As we look to wrap things up, TC, how things just you with you on a whole month?
Boy, it's been really, really, really great. As I said, like I'm leaning into this journey, this new journey. I say I do hard work, not hard work.
Yes, hard work. I love that.
Yeah, that's my slogan. So I want to say good morning to a good friend of mine, Luke Quamina. That is the person who really kind of told me, listen, how, and he really led me down that direction. Because when you start doing hard work, things change.
Yeah, definitely.
Things really change.
And you see that frequency and that feedback too with all that you do, and it comes back full circle. Well, Jaiga, I want to say thank you so much. Jaiga TC, touching base. We go back rocker ages. We have some iconic moments on TV together.
Iconic, boy. Somebody hit my about that the other day.
Yeah, that is some great memories.
I always get tags all the time, boy.
Manners and respect.
Original keepers, on it.
Oh, you mean? Come on. The original, Sagrani?
Sagrani,
oh boy, we come back with the March Gras giveaways. Not giveaways. Tickets to give away for Sunday. Queen's Park, Savannah. Give me a call and win.
Just have to push back, Friday. Walk up on this spot, Friday.
Things don't always go as expected. Be ready with Trinry for auto, home, business and group life. Call us at 800 Trin or visit trinry.com today. Huge insurance premium. Pay your premiums bit by bit with FlexiPay from Trinry. For more manageable auto, home and commercial insurance payments, call us at 800 Trin or visit trinry.com today. Trinry, premier insurance coverage for less.
Jump Up Therapy with Astamin is here this Carnival season because you know the road don't be easy. Astamin helps support energy, stamina and recovery so you can go fet to fet and still be jumping up on the road. Make sure to power up with Astamin this Carnival season. Available at pharmacies nationwide.
Men, it's time to level up your wardrobe. Find all your top designer brands in one stylish stop. Premium fits, fresh arrivals, and looks that make a statement. From Calvin Klein polos to Psycho Bunny tees, sharp dress shades, high quality jeans, shorts, watches, shades, and even luxury cologne. Everything you need to look your best is right here. Plus, enjoy nationwide delivery wherever you are. We're conveniently located at Twin Walls, Gulfview. Call us at 780-5000. Your brand, your style, your store. Silver Tag Menswear.
Hello from the capital. Deep down in the heart of the Carnival. There's no better place. I cannot erase all these memories.
It's time to give away some tickets here. Again, 2 to everyone that calls. And we have, 6? So we have 3 questions. And we're sending you to the March Gras on Sunday. All right, so the ticket, tickets, look at it. Tickets in hand. Let's give you a chance to call in and win. 624-8721, 627-8658. Who is out there? Let's get into the giveaway. Morning, your life.
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. You could name about three of the finalists who will appear at the March Gras on Sunday.
Finalists for the March Gras.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with Terry Lyons.
Right, Terry's there.
Young brother.
Yes, he's there.
And Ricky Jai.
That's right. Congratulations. These 2 tickets are all yours. Stay on the line. I feel you Googled that real fast there, no? But still, it's all good. Let's do another giveaway. Now coming up in a short while, Ian steps in for the morning shot. Another caller. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. The March Gras, we're going to send you on Sunday. Could you tell me last year's Calypso monarch?
National Montana.
No, he won the year before. And he won Chutney last year, but we're talking here Calypso monarch.
Oh gosh, I'll give somebody else a chance.
I'll give you a little hint. His last name is Francis.
Francis?
No, she really don't know, boy. She can remember at all. So no problem at all. Again, the same question applies to the next caller. Who is our Calypso monarch from last year, caller? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir. Our Calypso monarch from last year.
Elon Francis?
Of course, that's the man. These 2 tickets are yours. Stay on the line. And just 2 more, 4 down, 2 more to go. This one a little more technical. Let's see if we get it. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Are you familiar with the kings and queens of the band, the costumes?
Oh, no, I'm not. Sorry about that, but I could have answered that first question.
Yeah, well, yes. Well, I mean, there's an interesting one here with the kings and queens, and it's to treat with last year. Basically asking, who would have been the kings and queens of the band. I'll give you about 10 seconds to see if you could Google this one. If you have anything close by to Google.
To Google what? No, I don't have anything. Let me see. Google which one?
You know what? Could I flip the question here this morning? I think I could. Who was the first woman to win the Calypso monarch? So much so they had to change the name of the competition.
Calypso monarch.
The Calypso monarch.
The first woman to win the Calypso monarch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking a wild guess here.
Think about it. Good.
Plummer?
No. Before Plummer. Nah, it's way before Plummer. We're talking here. Good morning.
Morning, Jason.
Morning, Shogunas. First woman to win the monarch.
I'm taking a shot here. Calypso Rose?
You're correct is right, man. Correct is right. It is Calypso Rose.
What's the lineup?
All right, so congrats. We have it here for you, Shogunas. And in terms of the kings and queens from last year, we had Spirit of the Gasperi Cave, Curtis Eustace, king of the band, and the queen of the band last year, Serena, mistress of the seas. I know you have to be a real mass person to know that, and indeed you'll enjoy the kings and queens and the Calypso on Sunday. Winners, come and collect. We have a chair for you. Up next, Ian steps in for the morning shot. Yes, it's Carnival, but we still need to discuss and get into what's happening via sport. Tomorrow, Carnival Brew, great program ahead, fantastic spectacle, and we'll be downstairs inside the GM Labs. See you tomorrow, God spare, at 6. Up next, Ian Wilson.
Down in the heart of the Carnival.